Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have something special from Ireland, Knappogue Castle, 12-year-old cask strength. 1,000 bottles globally. All of these were airport exclusive onlys. 54.5% ABV. 90 euros, which is a little bit expensive if you ask me. Knappogue means Hill of the Kiss. And the Texan guy named Mark Edwin Andrews came 1966 to Ireland and bought a castle. His wife, which was a well-renowned architect, she renovated everything. He started buying casks and whiskey bottles, and yeah, the rest is history. So this is a very, very interesting little box, first of all. Nice bottle, nothing special there about Knappogue. If you look here, you have the gold. Now the gold, of course, reflects perfectly the gold here. I don't know if that's a nice little marketing scheme or not, but that's the way it looked at my first opinion. Now, I was at the Whiskey Live 2019 in Dublin, the end of November. And I went to the airport flying back to Germany, and I asked at the airport, hey, what airport exclusives do you have? And she showed me this, and I was like, I'm not sure. She also showed me, which is not an exclusive, but it was something that was the same price everywhere else. It was Knappogue 21, which was also nice. And I went, I'm not sure. And I thought about it. I bought the bottle. Anyways, I was expecting something very, very nice because this is triple distilled as far as I know. Does it say anything? Yes, triple distilled, and therefore it's Bushmills. So it's a 12-year-old cask strength Bushmills, basically. Now, Cadenhead also has some Bushmills, 12 years old. They're a little bit cheaper, at least over here in Europe. Look at the shine here. It actually reflects the light from my lamps here. Now, on the nose, it's not very, very complex at the beginning. It needs a little bit of time to develop in the glass. After you wait for maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes, you do get light fruit notes. A little bit of pears, a little bit of like a lychee, a little bit of a currant, a white currant, a little bit of a yellow plum, and so on. Very, very light. A lot of malt. This is a single malt, 100% malted barley. And that's what you're getting, a lot of that malt in there. 12-year-old is not very nice. It's not very, very old, but it's not very young either. I'm sorry, it is very nice. Here, the stamp code says L18, so it was bottled in the year 2018. And the color is fairly light, but there's no color added. It's natural color. First fill bourbon barrels, very good. And this is part of the Irish Whiskey Collection, 12 years old. So they also have three other things coming out. There was a port, there was a... I don't know. I have the samples over there. I'll be doing videos about those in the future. All right, very nice. There's no whiskey-based number. It's so new. I couldn't find anything, and I couldn't find anything about the www.theloop.ie, which is the website here for the travel exclusive, travel retail here there in Dublin and Shannon. Wasn't even on there anymore. So no one actually created of the 1,000 bottles out there a whiskey base entry. Very fruity, very, very light, very malty. All right, let's try this. A little bit hot. 54.5%, come on. Very malty, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of old wood. Not bad old wood, but just older wood. Tired wood, though. Malty, vanilla, light fruits. It's not an overly complex whiskey, at least not a cask strength at 54.5%. So let's dilute it down a little bit, which I've already done. I've given it time to actually marry or mature or here just mingle in my glass. All right, now I'm getting a bombardment of nice light fruit moments. I'm getting more of the lychee. I'm getting more of the yellow plum. Getting a little bit of the vanilla. I'm constantly getting some barrel char in there, which is very, very interesting. Nice, but not wow. All right. So talking about wow, I have a friend in Germany. She has her own website, www.irishwhiskies.de. DE is for Deutschland, Germany, and she does her own bottlings. I'm starting to buy casks. I'm starting to think about in a couple of years having my own bottle label and so on here in Europe and Germany, which is nice, all right? But she had her original was called Omra, and now she went to a different title called Black Rock. And this was actually filled, bottled 2014. This was distilled 2001, so it's a 13-year-old whiskey. It's 51%. It's an ex-bourbon hogshead. Basically the same identical identical things. Sorry, can't think and talk and shove stuff back and forth at the same time. Multitasking is something I should be able to do. And it's so much more fruity. This is also Bushmills, also triple distilled. This is so fruity and so vibrant on the nose and so much more vanilla. And this is actually with water nowhere in the near of nowhere close to where this used to be. Oh, wow. Like a little bit of a great icing on a cake with some great fruit moments in there. Here, a little bit more on the boring side of the cask strength Irish whiskies out there. Hit this pretty good at 40%. Is it a bad whiskey? No. Is it a great whiskey? No. Is it a good whiskey? Yes. It's been in a barrel for 12 years. It's the first fill bourbon barrel. It seems a little inactive for that. I've had much more active first fill bourbon barrels in my life, but maybe it just didn't have much temperature change there. This over here is so much better. Wait a second. Let's cleanse the palate. I could say they don't make whiskey like they used to. Now, about 6 years ago is when this was bottled, actually. I opened up last year. It was an auction bottle. It's been in someone's basement or someone's room for the last 5 or 6 years. Even the cask strength, this is so much better. That's the way things go. All right, so I'm going to give this actually a C to C+. In my German video, I gave it a C++. Now, the more I'm drinking it, the more I'm going, well, I'm not really sure if I can pump it up to that C++. Even, I think I actually gave it a B minus C++. I'm going to give it a C to C+. Value for money, I'm going to give it a C minus to a D. 90 euros, that's $110, is a lot of money. What else can you buy for that? You can buy cask strength Redbreast 12-year-old. At least over here in Europe, and still have change left over by far. I would much, much prefer to have that, and many, many other things as well. Sorry. All right, so Knappogue Castle, they got some good things coming. Castle brand was actually, they bought 2017-18, they bought Jefferson's. You know, Jefferson Oceans, and then Pernod Ricard actually bought Castle brand. So this is now a Pernod Ricard brand name. All right, very, very good. See how the big boys buy the little boys here, and see what happens in the future. Okay, so 1,000 bottles. Never see it. It's not even whiskey base entry at the moment. So so sorry. Other good things out there from Knappogue Castle. If you want to look, you can always go to CelticWhiskeyShop.com. Type in Knappogue and you'll find the different things, usually the 12, the 14, the 16. Oh, by the way, look, a video will be coming one day about the 21. I got that. And you can expect other good things from them as well. All right, thank you very much for watching. Whiskey Jason here. All the best. See you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, like, subscribe, and don't forget, tell others.